Hi there, this is Immanuel from Thoughtful Gaming and welcome to the Curious Expedition. What is the Curious Expedition? What are you going to expect? The Curious Expedition is a history-based roguelike where you make, well, a curious expedition into the new worlds. It's about the 19th, 18th and sometimes 20th century explorations into areas of Africa and the Americas, the thick jungles, the strange sands. It's a very fun game. You can play famous personalities. Like the first one you get is Charles Darwin, and these lead a group, so it's an adventurer group. It's so old. It's not only a roguelike, it's also an RPG to some part. And I'll just show you how it's done in the first episode. It will be a lot about gameplay as well, but also about the really strange and weird things and events that can happen in the Curious Expedition. And without further ado, let's start the game. You can here choose your character. These guys will unlock once you have beaten the game with the others. So we're going to start with Charles Darwin, English naturalist and geologist best known for his contributions to evolutionary theory. He's a butterfly enthusiast, gains sanity each time a butterfly is collected, and really they have researched that well. He was a hobby entomologist, Charles Darwin, in his child days. So what will he be? He will be a fine gentleman, fine English gentleman going to travels. He's most known for his travel with his Voyage of the Beagle book that just showed you how he came to develop the evolutionary theory. And are we going to make the same voyage here as well? Probably not. It's about fame. It's about gaining fame and money in the Curious Expedition, and ultimately it decides where you land. You also have AI opponents, you'll see that soon. And we have some traveling companions we start with. We have a Scottish soldier, as much a tough warrior as a fine gentleman, and he is a whiskey drinker. You'll see why that is important. It's important to refill the sanity that you lose when you travel. Then we have the Persian translator, will improve your communication with indigenous tribes, so you'll get better trading mostly when you stop by in a village. And you have a donkey. A donkey that can also be upgraded to a super donkey with more additional crates of loot you can collect. Let's close this thing. So let's continue. Welcome back to the Explorers Club, old friend. Have you heard that we are building a statue to honor our most famous member? Maybe he's a Scottish. Word is that you have a good chance of seeing your likeness on that statue. However, I'm afraid to tell you, you have rivals. You and your rivals have 6 expeditions to prove who is the most famous explorer within our club. Now go explore, adventure awaits. We have Freya Stark, Marie Curie, Harriet Tubman and Isabella Bird, who are like up against us. We have 3 difficulty grades: tourist trip, beginning players, and people that enjoy the narration. Like it's the story mode. And we have the standard difficulty mode, pretty tough but manageable, and we have certain death, requires new levels of strategy only for advanced players. As I've played like about 2 hours of it, we're just going with expedition mode. Certain death is for sure too hard for us. First going to play Darwin, and you have 6 expeditions, and after that it is shown who has won. And of course, as in Taoism, the way is the fun. So we're going to choose our way. First, we cannot choose. Like, we have only one choice, the Forgotten Jungle. A well-balanced region consisting mostly of wide grasslands. A golden pyramid can be found in this region. So, let's start our expedition. After being too excited to sleep, I arrived at the harbor. There were still some arrangements to be made, so I skimmed some stones on the water. An affluent foreigner named Sir Dyer Limaid arrived at the docks. He explained that he used to live in the area where we were heading to before coming to England with a crew. He had become a man of means here and requested that I find his wife in his former village and accompany her to London. So, yeah, you'll also get quests at every expedition. So, we'll accept that. I accepted his request to find and return his wife. He nodded thankfully and wished us luck. At long last, the ship was primed to sally forth. Set sails. And usually you can trade before that, but not now. Set sail. And this looks like just like the old colonization. Oh, I really love it. It gives the feeling instantly. Now you can see here the map, and the open seas were glorious to sail upon, and I was somewhat sad when one of the crew called Land Ahoy. I knew this place held something special for us. It's always useful to have some water with you. You can throw it away later if you need to, but you will need it to cross the desert in due time. Otherwise, you'll need a lot longer, and every step you take costs you sanity. So we can also look into our storage, but there's nothing there yet. So there's only one thing left to do with our 1, 2, 3 guys, plus Darwin. Let's begin the expedition. Thankfully, the rich foreigner had indicated the location of his former village on our map. I was curious to see if we would find his beloved there. Let's continue. And there is the native village. So we can, as we have one free slot, we can just go pick her up, and maybe she'll be helpful as well. We'll see about that. This is a star that will fill up with exploration points, so you can level up your party members. This is where the others are. How close your rivals are to reaching their expedition goal. If you reach your destination before any rival, you gain a race bonus. Coming home early. So let's see. Let's travel here. And we'll enter the village. Entered a native village. The villagers effortlessly demanded respect, as they were some form of religious unity. As we approached the village, we were immediately approached by a native. She introduced herself as Xufakoi, and it transpired that she was the wife we were asked to escort back to London. Without further ado, she happily joined our trek and began to show us around the village. And she is a native shaman, it seems. The villagers seemed to be very happy about our appearance and welcomed us with open arms. We seemed to be very popular in this region. Upon our arrival, Hamidach Kama began to converse with the natives. And what you do usually in such a village is you sell colorful pearls and stuff, and get actually worthy loot, so to say, to bring home, to gain fame, and to gain money. So you can see here, that is what we can trade for. That is what we'll get. Like the animal tooth will give us funds and fame. Only 2 fame, though. So they are not really that good for fame, which is ultimately our goal. They are okay for funds, though. Same goes with these, the jewels. They are pretty good for funds, not that good for fame. But you can see here there is funds minus 50%, which means they are very cheap here. So we'll, of course, take one of them, the jewels, or all of the jewels in that case, with us. And we can also look here. You can see that the whiskey, if you can buy the whiskey, it will be 10 funds. You can sell it here for 20. So, pretty good. Like the shotgun, they don't want the shotgun here. But the Machets, they are pretty good here. And of course, why are they pretty good? Because they are particularly helpful for traversing jungles. You'll lose Machets when you traverse jungles, so I'm a little bit doubtful as to sell them or not, but I mean, maybe we can sell one of them, or maybe we can sell a whiskey and get some animal tooth as well, but we also would need ropes. And they are okay here, so we'll get 5 ropes and some jewels and deal for our 1 bottle of whiskey. Settled on a trade with the natives. Now we could rest in the village, but yeah, we don't need to rest yet, so we could recruit someone, but we have full slots at the moment. You can see here the people that are in the village. If you manage to be so bad as they attack you, you will have to fight against them. But that is very rare. So let's leave the village for now. In a heartbreaking ceremony, Xufakoi said farewell to her tribe. As we left, she mentioned that she would like to visit a holy shrine in the vicinity to receive a blessing for her travels. She marked the location of the shrine on our map. There's the shrine, it seems. Wow, that's pretty far away. And there's like a red border here. What does that mean? There's an enemy here. There are enemies on the map as well that may or may not aggro and attack you. And you can see here the quirks of our guys. Whiskey expert. So, because we have the Scottish soldier, we have very good whiskey with us. So the sanity when drinking whiskey is increased. But you can also become an alcoholic when doing that. So, and he's superstitious. He suffers from irrational fear of what is unknown or mysterious. Hamidech Kama has no negative traits. She has diplomacy, so... But she'll probably develop a negative trait very soon. There's Xufakoi, the native shaman. She's a sexist, prejudiced against people of the opposite sex. So also against her husband who sent us out. And she knows the mushroom recipes. Sanity gain from eating mushrooms. Oh god. Oh, we could have gotten some mushrooms in the village, so... That would have been good as well. And there are some groups of strangely arranged sticks and stuff. But these don't mean anything. They're just like terrain. So you'll find the pyramid, like the final goal, where the compass leads. We now have compass progress. 100%. You usually only gain compass progress after you walk around the area for a while. It will go up from 0% to 100%, and at 100% it shows you pretty clearly where you need to go at the moment. At 0% it totally spins and stuff, and there are also magnetic mountains which will of course disturb the compass. So we need to go into that area here. You can also zoom out as you see here. So we'll see where we should go. And we would use one machet here. But it seems like there might be an open area here, more than here with all the mountains. So let's actually go over here and travel. You see, it removes our sanity. There's a giant tree here, but that's okay. There's something hidden in the swamps. Oh, you can go here. If you go into the swamps, you will need ropes. If you go here, you won't need the rope and it will be quicker. 12 compared to 15. So let's move here. Enter the hut. There's a certain hut here. We entered an unusual looking hut. The interior was particularly musty, with all kinds of dried herbs and other peculiar things hanging from the walls. A native shaman approached us with an absent stare as he chewed on some leaves. We could ask for cleansing, whatever that is. We could trade. We could leave. Yeah, we'll ask for cleansing. I don't know what that is. We'll just try it out. Because we're explorers, right? We want to learn. Shaman was willing to offer his services, but demanded remuneration up front. He promised that after his ritual, the patient would be cured of all sorts of mental demons. Oh, which means we could get rid of the superstitious thing from Colin Mitchell with the help of that guy who has kleptomania. Kika. Yeah, we could try that. Let's try it out. Let's see. What can we give him? Oh, he has also treasure maps and pages of movement and stuff. Ooh. What does he like? He likes the shotgun. We could give him the shotgun. I mean, that would be something, right? But it might also be the difference between life and death. Can you see that? Nah, we won't give him the machets. That wouldn't pay. The whiskey would be okay, but we need the whiskey. We might sell the machet. I have never... It allows a special dice combo, though. How about the jewels? Yeah, we could give him the jewels. That would be nice. And more about that, we could get the treasure map. What would we give him for that? Maybe some talks. Maybe some ropes. Nah, it's all a little too much. Maybe another whiskey? No. I mean, we have pretty much to do already. So we'll just give him the jewels that we gained for cheap. And we'll remove... superstitious thing of Colin Mitchell. Hopefully that works. Shaman snatched the offered goods and then beckoned the afflicted to lie on the ground before him. Cleanse Colin Mitchell. Shaman began chanting. Oh man, that guy is superstitious. Not anymore. He seemed to be in commune with an unknown deity. After a short while he calmed down and we helped Colin Mitchell to his feet. This can actually be pretty good because superstitious can stop you in a lot of time. We'll trade. Rather skittishly, the shaman got out a small crate and presented his wares. Barter. And yeah, we could get these back, but they are not reduced here, so we'll not do it. We cannot afford. We don't have much to trade for. So we'll leave. But that was pretty helpful. Let's move. There are treasures waiting for us. Yeah, of course, my good friend, of course. So maybe we could move here or here. Or here. A light jungle where we don't need machets. Let's just go. Yeah, there's a standard... yeah, there's a minimum fee, so to say, of sanity that you need to invest for moving. And like we could get the butterflies, which would give us 10 sanity if we move here. So we should definitely do that. Travel here. Darwin's radiant butterflies, something we've found. Oh, and there's something else here. See? Oh, in the shallow river. There is something hidden. Let's travel over there. I mean, we're explorers. Oh, and there's another butterfly. Nice. What have we found here? A stone statue. And we can also gain some experience. Let's give some to Colin Mitchell. I like safety. He's now a better whiskey expert. And he has more toughness. So examine statue. I inspected the mysterious, overgrown rock figurine. The uncannily crafted eyes seemed to focus on us. Its presence made me uncomfortable, and I desired to move on. I saw a few items by the statue, which must have been put there by people from a nearby village, presumably in an attempt to appease the gods. And this is, of course, superstition. So I'll examine the loot. Oh, there are mangoes. Let's take the mangoes with us. They'll give us sanity. And there's a native trinket, a preciously crafted trinket with golden elements that makes a great present. Will improve the loyalty of a person if gifted. Oh, that can be pretty helpful. Let's take it all. And we're losing standing, but only in this region. So we took what we could use from the apparent sacrificial offerings. Nothing more for us here, yes. And there's another butterfly. Let's go to the butterfly. Here. Yeah, you also want to get forward. There we go. Ah, and the mangoes. We're leaving the mangoes, so let's use them, actually. Let's eat these mangoes, or they will go bad. 89 sanity. Pretty good. Maybe we can go here now and visit that region. Huh. Alright, nothing else. Let's actually go there. What's here? There's a shrine. Let's examine the shrine. Arrived at a long-forgotten shrine, it was a bold testament to the power of its creators. Low-hanging vines partially concealed the entrance that led within. I could swear I heard the sound of rushing water beneath our feet. Enter the shrine. Found a sacred altar room, we quietly looked around the majestic hall. I held my breath as we discovered an ancient altar in its center. And Xufakoi wanted to pray here, so investigate the altar. There are items here, look at that. A golden mask, a mask of pure gold. It seems like this was used in sacrificial ceremonies. And jewels, wow. Can be traded in for fame or funds. And this gives us a lot of fame, and this gives us a lot of funds, so we'll take the items. Take them. This was not a day for hesitation. The artifact would sit atop the altar no longer. Grabbed the treasure and hurried outside as enormous fountains of water burst through the ground, began to flood the surrounding area. We had to run like our lives depended upon it, or drown in the grand lake forming around us. And now we need to flee, because there will be water around us. Let's flee to this place, where we can discover something else. We need to go actually pretty far. You'll see here that there's a lot of water coming. What's here? An elephant graveyard. Let's explore it. But this, I mean, this shows that there will be water in the next round. So we can explore the graveyard, but then we should go out of this field. So let's explore here. This bleak and ancient place was located in the midst of a swamp, strewn with the remains of long-dead elephants. For some unfathomable reason, hundreds of the impressive animals had come here to die. Let's search the area. My instinct said we would find something of value here. We formed small teams and scoured the place. After a short while, we found valuable elephant tusks. They were undeniably cumbersome, but would prove valuable if we returned them home. Let's see. We will take the elephant tusk. Gives us a lot of funds and some fame. As we departed, we became aware that our presence had attracted ravenous wildlife. A tiger! Oh God! We need to flee here. And we need to remove the water. So we're not overburdened anymore. Overburdened will give you a lot of stuff. A lot more days to travel. So let's actually move maybe... I think this might be the pyramid. At least we need to go... shouldn't need to go here. We could maybe move to this place. Or this would be possibly safer. Now, if you go over your sanity, you'll gain traits like superstitious, like we've seen, or like sexist. So for every move you make with decreased sanity, it will actually give you these perks. And I think there's not going to be any more water coming here, so we're going to move to this place. Let's travel. The water caught up with me and I was washed away. Continue. And we're now here on the tiger. Oh God, we will not attack him, of course. We'll need to run here. Let's travel. Oh, we're so lucky. The tiger. Oh, the water. The water, it's behind us. Can we move to the pyramid without getting... No. Drink some whiskey. Got some whiskey here. Let's travel here. Let's go. Where's the water coming? Ooh, there's more and more water coming. And we need to go into the pyramid. In the next round, it will be swallowed up by the water. So this is the end of the expedition. Actually, timed pretty well, as we have only 11 sanity left. So let's see. Let's check how good we were. Let's explore. The majestic golden pyramid rose above its environment. Victory! Enter the pyramid! For such an endeavor, euphoria overcame me. I knew that this name, Charles Darwin, would be forever remembered. History books, here I come. Oh, current fame, 10. Golden Pyramid, 100. When we are the first. Yeah, we were pretty quick here. Let's finish the expedition. We could open the report. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to open the report. Let's finish the expedition. Let's see the map once more. How we traveled here. This was our travel. You can scroll with the arrow keys. And we had a pretty long journey, actually. World discovered 88% is not bad. Like, visited 7 locations. And we got a lot of fame. Legs. Legs, yeah. The times we rested. Average travel distance was very low. That was a really curious expedition. Let's finish it. Triumph! Thank you! And after you return alive from an expedition, also if you're not successful, you gain a perk. Could get Protector, receives an additional defense die. Charismatic, recruit up to 2 units per expedition. Can be helpful, but only if you screw your party members a lot. And Adept, receives an additional support die. Huh. I think I'm a little bit for Adept. I think that should be good. As I said, I'm not really experienced, so there's that. And we're on the top of the fame chain. So let's see what we keep or what we sell. As we prepare for a lot of expeditions, our preference will be to sell, but of course on the butterfly collection we'll keep that. The golden mask, giving us 70 fame. I mean, we could consider to keep that, as we have pretty valuable stuff here. So or we could gift it to the museum, which will give us fame. I think we should gift that. It's really a good thing. The queen would be impressed, and wow, look at that. How much fame we have, and the rest we'll sell. Let's splash the cash. An eye for value. I know a Russian collector who will love this. The elephant tusk. We have 150, which is okay. And let's continue our journey. So thank you for watching the first expedition, for coming with us in the first expedition. Next time we'll go for the mysterious jungle. Or the malicious jungle. Oh, malicious. Malicious seems fun, right? I think we're going for the malicious jungle next time, but let's see. So we'll see each other in the next expedition. Please tell me what you think about the game. It's a game from a smaller German developer, indie developer that is, and it has won some prizes in Germany, that is, for its amusement value and its education value also a bit. Because it really shows you how these expeditions were. Like, basically a mess, taking advantage of the Aborigines and other indigenous people, and taking what you can, and losing your sanity, like a heart of darkness kind of thing. So let's save and exit, and I'll see you next time. Happy gaming to you. This is Immanuel signing out.